Hello students, in the previous class we learned to derive the equations of motion for uniformly accelerated motion using graphical method. Now today we will be doing some examples from your textbook. I am solving some in-text questions which are given in your book itself. The first question is, a bus is starting from rest and moves with uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired. Number 2, the distance travelled. So here what our factors are given are, we know that if it is starting from rest, then the initial velocity is 0. The acceleration is constant and its value is 0.1 meter per second square. Time taken is 2 minutes. 2 minutes means 2 into 60, that is 120 seconds. We have to find out the velocity after this time and we have to find out the displacement of the body. Here the words used are speed and distance, but as I told you that in this chapter we are dealing with motion in a straight line without change in direction. So there in that case speed and velocity are same, distance and displacement will be same. So these are the given parameters and these are the unknown variables. So in this case पहला वाला जो केस है उसके अंदर v, u, a और t को रिलेट करने वाली फर्स्ट इक्वेशन होती है. We can use v is equal to u plus at here. U is 0, a is 0.1 meter per second square and time is 120 seconds. So this gives us, this second is cancelled from here and we are left with 12 meter per second. So this is the final velocity. For finding the distance, we use the second equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Value of u in this case is 0. So this whole term goes to 0. Half a is 0.1 meter per second square and t square is 120 into 120 second square. So this second square is also cancelled from the units and the term comes out 0.1 into 14400, which means it is 1440 meters. In meters in SI system we are getting this value here. Sorry, it is 1440 upon 2. 2 is also there. So this value reduces to 720 meters. So this is the displacement that we are getting in this question. Next question in the same sequence is, a train is travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour and then the brakes are applied to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Now the acceleration is negative, it means that the train is retarding actually. How far will it go before coming to rest? That is, the train when the brakes are applied is still moving. So how far will it go before coming to rest? It means we are required to find out the displacement and the initial velocity in this case is given as 90 km per hour. 90 km per hour can be converted into meter per second by multiplying it with a factor of 5 by 18. This gives us 25 meter per second. So this is the initial velocity of the train. How far will it go before coming to rest? It means that the final velocity has to be 0. Acceleration in this case is minus 0.5 meter per second square and we are required to find out the displacement. So we have u, v, a and s. Equation which relates u, v, a and s is the third equation, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So put the values here, v square will be 0, u square will be 25 into 25 and the unit will also be squared, that will be meter square per second square. 2 remains as it is, a will be minus 0.5 meter per second square and s we have to find. Now negative sign will be cancelled off in both the sides. We get minus 625 meter square per second square is equal to minus 1 meter per second square into s. units will be cancelled like this. Negative sign will be cancelled. This meter will be cancelled from here. So you get S is equal to 625 meters. So this is the distance travelled by train before coming to rest. Third in-text question on page number 110. It is asking you that a trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 centimeters per second square. So there is an inclined plane. Along this inclined plane there is a trolley which is going down the inclined plane with a constant acceleration of 2 centimeters per second square. This is given in the question. What will be its velocity 3 seconds after start? So starting में उसकी velocity 0 है. It is not moving initially. Acceleration given in the question is 2 centimeter per second square. Then it is asking that how far will it go? What will be its velocity? What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? 3 सेकंड के बाद में velocity कितनी होगी? So this is a simple question where initial velocity, acceleration, time and final velocity, these variables are to be related. So we can use the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. V we have to find, u is 0, a is 2 centimeter per second square and time is 3 seconds. So the answer will be 6 centimeter per second. This will be the velocity. The fourth question in the same sequence is, a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance it will cover 10 seconds after start? So the fourth question says that a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover 10 seconds after start? So starting में उसकी velocity 0 है. These are the variables which are given in the question. Relating these variables, we can use the second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Substitute the values. U is 0, so this term becomes 0, plus half. A is 4 and t square will be 10 into 10. Since all the units are in SI, so the final unit here will be meters only. Because acceleration is in meter per second square, that will be cancelled from second square which is coming in time. So this will be 200 meters. The fifth question, it is asking you that a stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction. एक पत्थर को ऊपर vertically upward direction में throw किया गया है with a velocity of 5 meter per second. That is, suppose this is the stone. From the ground level, it is thrown up with a speed of 5 meter per second. Then it is saying the acceleration of the stone during its motion is in downward direction. Acceleration इसमें downward direction में है. And you know that the acceleration which is responsible for this is acceleration due to gravity. And g, the value is 10 meter per second square. Then what will be the height attained by the stone and how much time will it take to reach there? ये पूछ रहा है कि stone ऊपर जाएगा तो what will be the maximum height attained by the stone? यानी हमें ये displacement निकालना है और दूसरा हमें निकालना है कि how much time will it take to reach that height? Here in this question, the velocity is upward and the acceleration is downward. So this acceleration is retarding the motion of the body, so we will take it with a negative sign. So what all variables are given here? We are provided with the initial velocity which is 5 meter per second. The acceleration in this case is g, which is minus 10 meter per second square because it is opposite to the direction of motion. Final velocity at the highest point when the body reaches, its velocity becomes 0 because then after that, after reaching the highest point, it starts coming down. So velocity at the highest point will be 0. We are required to find out the distance travelled by the body or the height. Height means the distance in this case, and we have to find out the time taken to reach the maximum height. So for finding out the displacement, we can use the third equation of motion, which says that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square is 0, u square will be 25 meter square per second square is equal to 2, a के लिए minus 10 meter per second square, and this capital S is for the displacement which we are required to find. So this gives us minus 25 meter square per second square is equal to minus 20 meter per second square. Minus sign is cancelled from both the sides. Second square is cancelled. Meter is also cancelled. So we get 25 upon 20 meters, which is equal to 1.25 meters. So this is the displacement or the highest point attained by the object. For finding out the time, we can use the first equation, or we can directly use like this: t is equal to v minus u upon a. V is 0, u is 5 meter per second, and the acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square. This gives us, minus will be cancelled from the numerator and denominator, meters will be cancelled, second will be raised to the numerator. So we get 0.5 seconds. So this is the time taken for the object to reach the highest point. So in this way, you can solve many more numericals which are based on equations of motion, knowing that what all variables are given and what all variables you are required to find. You can choose the appropriate equation which suits your condition and find out the unknown variables.